Kiko Bun with Sticky Situation. I'm delighted to say he joins us on the line now. How's it going, Kiko?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. I'm enjoying your new tune, Sticky Situation. That's out now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out now. Yeah, glad you like it, man.
Yeah, it's a really good vibe. I mean, how did you get that going?
About just over a year ago, I was just at home, and basically, I was in a relationship and kind of slipped up a little bit, being a cheeky boy, and I basically just put this whole story down on this song that I put together, and that was pretty much it. Really, I didn't really think much of it as a project or anything. I just it was a sort of bish bash boss type thing, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just sort of spare the moment vibe, and yeah, that's how it came about.
I guess sometimes they're the best kind of songs, aren't they? Where you don't really think about it, it just comes to you and you just do it.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, spontaneity is quite something that you can't capture over and over again. Sort of spare the moment type energy that's quite special sometimes. I guess that's sort of what reflects in that song for me.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. But I see you're on the bill for the Madness gig on August the 29th with David Rodigan and Toots and the Maytals. How much are you looking forward to it?
I can't wait. Literally, I'm so looking forward to it. Such a pleasure to be in a lineup like that, you know, and just seeing my name on that bill is very fills me with a lot of joy. So yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm hoping to come along. It should be a brilliant day, shouldn't it? It's in the park as well, isn't it? So
yeah. Hopefully it'll be a sunshiny day.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm sure it will be. It's August, so yeah. Usually
yeah, for real.
So, have you got plans for any more music in this year, or any new album?
Yeah, I've been working on an album for the past year, and that hopefully will come out in September this year sometime. Don't have an exact date, but yeah, hopefully that'll be out. And I've got a couple more singles that I've been working on. But yeah, I mean, just in general, really sort of just pushing on with the music and just not slowing down, you know, just keeping at it and keeping busy. And yeah, I've been doing all the festivals this year as well, so Glastonbury doing as well, and Boomtown and Camp Festival, to name a few. So yeah, just keeping busy with the music, really, and keeping on.
So that's the way you like it, isn't it, to be busy?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So how did it all start for you as a singer? I haven't asked you this before.
Well, I always knew that I enjoyed doing stuff within music. When I was quite young, I picked up the violin and progressed to do my grade 8 years later, and took part in loads of classical music and young orchestras like London School Symphony, and I did a bit with the BBC Symphony. So violin was my main study, and so I kind of stopped doing that when I was about 19 or 18 or something. But then during my early teens, I really got into a big sort of hip hop phase. Say 13, 14 years old, I started to make my own beats with old funk drum breaks and blues records and stuff. And then I was brought up with a lot of salsa, and my dad's a keen reggae head, so I've always had that connection with the reggae music. And one day I sort of just started falling into this big reggae sort of thing, and began to study it, and really fell in love with it, and became what I am today. And maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I sat down to make some music at home, but instead of making a hip hop tune, I wrote a song and did a bit of singing, and ended up with this song called "I Lost My Way," which is my first ever tune that I did with a reggae feel, and I just completely fell in love with it. And I'll always have that love for the old school hip hop as well, but I really feel that now I'm very happy with where I sit in music, and that's with reggae, and so I've just been doing it ever since then.
Yeah, well, we're very happy you're doing the reggae, yeah.
Thank you.
We are on this show anyway, the Reggae Hour, yeah.
Yeah.
So you had lots of musical influences then, didn't you? It wasn't just the reggae music. You mentioned it was classical music, also hip-hop.
Yeah. I mean, I am a reggae artist, and I do sing reggae songs, but it's quite nice sometimes to put, like, you know, sort of tiny, like, little touches and influences here and there of, like, maybe funk. I really like funk and, like, the old school breakbeat culture of hip hop and stuff. But yeah, it's very much reggae sound.
Yeah, but it's good to have that, isn't it? It's something you can throw in that's a little bit different as well, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
So who were some of your influences when you were growing up? You mentioned your dad. Was he a big influence from turning you from getting into hip-hop and then into reggae?
Yeah, I mean, he used to play a lot of Dennis Brown and, like, Eka Mouse and those kind of things. But when I was growing up, the stuff I used to choose to listen to myself was, like, a lot of Lord Finesse and Big L and a lot of the hip-hop stuff. From like the early 90s, late 80s. But nowadays I listen to King Tubby every day and like Chapazuki and, you know, Augustus Pablo, and I've been listening a lot to the Hugh Mundell album, The Blessed Youth. That's really good. And yeah, just pretty much all the old stuff really. I just love Rocksteady and dub, you know, and roots, and yeah, that's where I find all the good stuff.
Yeah, you love your Rocksteady, didn't you? I think last time I talked to you, you were putting together like a top 20 or a top 50, something like that.
Yeah. I love my Rocksteady, so it's like, yeah.
Have you got lots of vinyls, or?
I do have lots of vinyls. I've got a few knocking around.
Just a few, like me. It's not easy, is it?
No, it's not.
But it's well worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's nice. It's nice when you can have a song in your hand, you know, and every record's different in its own way, so it's special.
Definitely. Well, thanks a lot for joining us on the show, Kiko. It's been great to talk to you.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me. I love the show, and I'm gonna listen on.
Great. Cheers, Kiko.
Nice
Thanks.
one.
See you later.
Bye bye.